Today, we're learning more about a company that's doing its best to help people afford to buy a home. John went to the east side while the owner of the company was on site working on their current project. Check it out.
On the road with Daniel Kong of We Buy Houses Hawaii, and we're actually standing in front of a house that is yet to be finished that they're working on right now. Thank you so much for having us out and being on the show.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
Much, John.
This is a really cool topic because there are a lot of people probably thinking, like me, how are my kids going to be able to afford a place when they're out of college? And a lot of people out there that are watching our show are probably wondering, how can we afford a house? You've got some tips for us. Can you give us some tips on how this might happen for all of us?
Yeah, you know, it's been a crazy market. I feel like the housing in Hawaii has been out of control as far as prices, and just even ourselves, as we're seeing like these rising prices, even for us sometimes it seems like almost impossible to buy a house. But I think there's two things that we kind of like found that might be helpful for somebody who's trying to buy a house for the first time. Okay. One of them is that you don't need 20% down to purchase a house. You can actually put down only 3.5% or sometimes 0% down to purchase a house like this. So the 3.5% is as long as you're going to live in the house, you can put down only 3.5% to purchase it. So let's say your house is $1 million. You only need to save $35,000 for your down payment for the house. Okay. They think that I can't afford this house because I've got to save up, let's say, $200,000 for this $1 million house. But if I can just save up $35,000, now I can buy this $1 million house.
Wow. Okay. So it is affordable.
Yeah. So it's
in a weird way.
It's possible. It's not affordable, but it's possible. Are certain parts of the island you can qualify for what's called a USDA loan. Okay. And they'll do a 0% down where they'll fund 100% of the house. Okay. So there's a certain kind of qualifications for the USDA loan, but definitely do your research, Google it. But the USDA loan, you can do 0% down and afford a house like this.
I'll also add to that, there's also first-time home buyers loans type of thing.
Yeah, there's some other kind of programs, especially like in nationally and also in Hawaii, that can help you to afford your down payment as well too. So yeah.
House hacking. Can you explain to us and our viewers what that is?
It's kind of like a new term, but it's becoming really popular where we have like multiple families living in a single house. Okay. So a lot of times when you're buying a house, if you can find a house that has like multiple kind of dwelling areas, maybe like the downstairs unit has like its own separate bathroom or bedroom, or there's a side unit that's like a detached dwelling, you can partner with a friend or family to kind of afford a house together. And eventually when one person wants to move out, you can replace them with like a tenant. And now let's say your mortgage is, let's say, like $5,000 a month. If you rent out your side house for $2,000 and maybe like one of your bedrooms for like another $1,000, now your mortgage only becomes $2,000 a month, which is way more affordable than like say like a $5,000 a month mortgage payment. So
we're actually in front of a house that has that potential. You mind if we go inside and check it out?
Yeah, please. Let's check it out. So this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and upstairs. And there's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath downstairs with its own private entrance. Okay. So the beauty of that is that you can have, let's say, a family on the top and also maybe a family or your mother-in-law on the bottom. It helps you to afford a bigger house or be able to afford living here in Hawaii, especially when the houses prices are so high.
Okay. What would you say to the people that maybe don't like what you're doing, or that say, what you're doing is driving up prices? What would you say to that? You know, as you're going in, you're fixing up a place and you're reselling.
Yeah, I totally understand where people like that are coming from, and I think a common misconception is that like people who buy houses and fix them up and sell them are actually driving up the prices. But the real root of the problem is a supply and demand problem, because there's such a demand but so little bit supply. Whenever we can take a house that's like not being lived in, or it's in a rundown condition, or vacant, or just like it's been trashed, we love taking those ugly houses, putting some love into them, putting them back on the market. This helps to actually add more houses into the market for more families can actually come in and enjoy it. Like, you know, so when we do it, we like to do things right. Like we fix it up from like the ground up, make sure it's safe and sound. It's a place where somebody can like make a lot of memories inside.
Somebody out there that's watching this that wants to move into this house or something that you've worked on, how do they get a hold of you? Where do they find you? More information even?
The best way to find us is on our website, We Buy Houses Hawaii. So we're always looking to help with any kind of homeowners they want to buy or sell houses, and we think of us like as a resource. We want to be able to like serve you as any way that we can, like whether it's information or with our connections or just kind of the knowledge that we kind of gained over the years. So we just want to be a servant to you in any way that we can.
Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it. Thanks for having us out.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great.
Awesome.
Wait.
I love that he put John to work too. Oh yeah, leave it to the pros, John. Very cool. So again, if you want to learn more, you can head on over to their website.